Good morning, guys. So we are currently preparing for the Easter weekend farm stand. My farm stand has been up for about 3 weeks now, and I've just been kind of learning tricks, kind of seeing what things people like, certain things like that. And so I'm still not a pro after 3 weeks, but I have a little bit more of like a rhythm going, and like I have kind of like reoccurring sellers and things like that, or yeah, recurring sales, recurring buyers, you know what I mean. One thing is like that, but it is Easter weekend, and so I wanted to do something fun. I have 4 orders and then making what I usually make for the stand anyway, so we have a lot of baking to do. Now, what I kind of do with the sourdough, so here's what we got. So before I go to bed, I will feed my starter so it's nice and activated when I wake up. I used the starter literally all the way to like here. And then I fed her again and hoping that around this evening she'll be ready again so I can do this whole process one more time today before going to bed. I have 2 starters. This one is an extra sour starter. Don't ask me how I got it extra sour. I have no idea, but it's very sour. So my customers that love extra sour sourdough, I will use this one for them. Now I have kind of a lot going on here. So in these 3 bowls, these are actually 2 loaves each. So there's 6 loaves that you see right here. This one is a special one, so one that someone ordered, so this flavor is a blueberry lemon cream cheese. This is just 1 loaf. Someone ordered it. It's not on the menu for this week, so that's why the rest of them have it in there. But you have to make their inclusions during the last stretch and fold, so that's why you can kind of already see those blueberries popping through. And then this is a new one I'm trying for Easter weekend. It is a funfetti with white chocolate chips. The recipe that I'm following and like kind of things I've studied show that you have to put the sprinkles during the last stretch and fold as well. So those 2 already have the inclusions in them. These guys do not. They have about a half an hour left to bulk ferment on the countertop. And then I will show you guys kind of what I'm doing with the inclusions, how I roll them, things like that. But this will make a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 loaves, and I have 4 of them are for orders, so that only leaves 4 left for the stand. So that's what I'm saying. We have to do this whole process again this evening. A lot of baking today, but that's okay. It's a holiday weekend. It's kind of what I expect. Another thing in which we are including on the stand this week is going to be sugar cookies. Now I tested how sugar cookies did last week, and they actually did really well, and I personally really like making sugar cookies. They're really fun to decorate, things like that. So I'm doing them again. These ones spread just a little bit, I think because the dough was a little bit warm when I put them in, because I could not find this bunny mold or cookie cutter, but I found him. But I think they turned out really cute. I want to decorate them icing, and I think I'm going to put either 6 or 8 in a box. I'm gonna do like half and half. So yeah, maybe like this will be a box of cookies. So 4 bunnies, 4 carrots. Okay, I still have a bunch of things to bake because we are going to do chocolate chip cookies. I still have to decorate, make the icing for these guys. What else do I have to make? There's other things. Obviously more sourdoughs. Today we will actually get these ones baking today. I do same day sourdoughs. For me, they turn out better than having them proof overnight. I don't know why, but especially with like the puffiness of them, they always turn out better if I do same day. So we'll actually bake those, remake more sourdoughs, cookies, brownies. I think that's it. Maybe I'll do muffins. I don't know. I don't have any blueberries, so I can't do blueberry muffins, but I have the containers. So maybe I'll look at recipes and like the ones I've done and see if there's any muffins. Maybe there's something else I had to make. Brownies. That's like my biggest seller. I was like, I'm missing something. So brownies. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the brownies first because those take like 40 minutes to bake. 40 minutes to an hour. They take a while to bake. Whereas these guys won't go in the oven for another at least 2.5 hours. So that gives me an hour in the oven, and then there'll be like an hour left before we have to do the sourdoughs. So I'm gonna do brownies, and then maybe while the brownies are baking, I can make up some chocolate chip cookies. Have all those baked before those are ready. And that also will make sure that the oven is preheated for things. So do you see how this is like a circus? It's a big circus, everyone. I don't really know what I'm doing. We're just winging it here. My farm stand, I just want to have fun with it. I don't want to make it a job. I don't want to make it something that I dread. And I've been doing this for a month now, and I'm just having so much fun doing it. It obviously is a lot of work. I'm here all day on a Friday, or on the day that I usually, or I should have off from school today. I'm a teacher, in case you guys don't know. So today is usually a day where like most teachers are just like relaxing, doing nothing, where I'm like working more than I would a normal day. But I'm having so much fun doing it, and just getting to watch the final product at the end is so pretty. So I will take you guys all the way until tomorrow, until we set up and everything. Don't you worry, you'll get to see it. My biggest hack or tip with brownies is to double the recipe. Whatever the recipe calls for, do it twice. The same size pan as like whatever it calls for, and I just do everything double. That's how you get like the super like big and moist brownies versus like the little tiny skinny sad ones that we've all made a time before. I do put a little bit of sourdough in these brownies, very little. But they are technically sourdough brownies, but it helps it stay soft and moist for a long time. You can make this recipe without sourdough, but I literally add like a tablespoon of sourdough, and the brownies will be soft for a week. Now I'm not selling them for a week, but all the stuff I don't sell, I get to eat, and I definitely eat them. And they are totally fine after a week because that's how soft and awesome they are. Are in the oven. We are now going to make the chocolate chip cookies while the brownies bake. The life of making a lot of things is cleaning my KitchenAid about 800 times today in the process of it. Right now there are so many birds and animals in our backyard, and it's so fun to watch them all while I'm cooking. We've had cardinals, which are my favorite birds. We've had blue jays playing, like there's like 2 of them, and they play with each other. We call our squirrel Chunky because he has his own feeder and he gets stuck in it. And so Chunky's been out playing. We've had so many finches and other birds, and it's just so fun like watching all the animals just come through the property again now that spring's here. The chocolate chip cookies are done. Now the brownies still have some time to make, so I'm just gonna pop these in the fridge until the brownies are done out of the oven. This is when you know it's about to get serious. Okay, so my sourdoughs are done bulk fermenting, and so kind of looks like this. The way I know that they're done on the countertop is because they've doubled in size and I can touch it without it like sticking to all my hands. So that's kind of a key way to know. The warmer your room is, the faster it will bulk ferment. So Mine is pretty much always 2 hours, but if it's really warm and I have it in the sun, sometimes I can get it to bulk ferment in like an hour and a half. If it's really cold, I've had to wait like 4 hours for it to ferment. So it really just depends on the temperature and also the amount of water you put in it. So the more water you put in it, the longer it's going to take to ferment, if that makes sense. Here they are all rolled out. So this is a total of 8 sourdoughs. A lot of them are plains, like these ones are all plains because I'm actually shaping them into Easter bunnies for Easter, including that one. But we have 2 cheddars, a lemon blueberry cream cheese, and then a funfetti with white chocolate chip. Afternoon, I will still have to make 1 more bunny and probably just a regular chocolate chip. I'm not really sure how the funfetti one's gonna do. It's the first time I'm putting it out there. It's kind of like a random spritz of a moment type thing. I also don't know how it's gonna turn out. So I'm probably just gonna do some chocolate chips just in case that one doesn't turn out. Anytime you add sugar to sourdough, it has like a weird reaction. So like if you were to do like cinnamon and sugar, like it always makes it a syrup. And so I could kind of tell that that dough was way more wet than the other doughs. And so hoping it turns out, but again, I am not a professional. I make so many mistakes, so we just kind of test and see how it goes, but it's cute, it's colorful. Fingers crossed to see if it works. Okay, so it is a couple hours later. I have my 2 new sourdough batches, so there's 4 loaves here. My brownies have been cooling this whole time. I'll eventually cut those and package them. I have 2 more bunnies in the oven right now. I have 2 done bunnies. These are what they look like. This one's still really warm. Has no bunny butts and these little ears, and we'll put fake flowers right here where the little tie is at. I decorated the carrots, sugar cookies, and the bunny sugar cookies, and I've done the chocolate chip cookies. So now I've kind of been just like cleaning up and figuring out my life here for a second. I did just get 2 orders of sugar cookies, and so I'm gonna have to make 2 more batches of them and decorate them. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow because they're not picking it up till tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I still have 4 sourdough loaves in the fridge that need to be baked tonight. So those are kind of my priority. And the sugar cookies don't take very long to bake. They just take long to cool. So that is kind of my plan, and I'm gonna eat dinner. I haven't eaten anything all day. I feel like I watch these videos and like people always say that, and I'm like, yeah, right. No, I really have not. So I'm going to finish cleaning, still cook the sourdoughs while I eat dinner, and then I'm gonna package later tonight, do all that fun stuff, and then in the morning we'll set up the stand. Good morning. It is time to go set up for the farm stand. So we set up, or the farm stand opens at 9 a.m. So we usually start setting up around 8:30. A lot of people that do farm stands, they will do it like before the sun rises. I've never had a customer come like before 11. So me having to wake up early and like get it in the dark, there was no purpose for it. So that's why we do it at 9. I'm just gonna go wipe it down first, clean it off, anything that got on there, and then we'll start bringing the food on the farm stand. Okay, my camera had just died, so I'm on my phone now, but I'm going to show you guys kind of how it looks right now. Now, again, I do kind of know that I'm not going to get people until about 11. So that gives me a little bit of like time to stock it even more. So this is kind of what it looks like from now. I do have more sourdoughs in the oven. I am going to make more sugar cookies today because I know someone's going to pick up one of the boxes, so that only leaves one left. And I'm going to make more dog treats because I didn't realize I only had one left. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here I have 2 chocolate chip sourdoughs, a funfetti white chocolate chip, and cheddar. I have 2 plains drying right now, so we'll add those 2 plains here. So I actually have to move these guys over. We have these Easter sugar cookies that I decorated yesterday, some yummy chocolate chip cookies, homemade dog treats that I make. These are so fun to make and sell. I love them. My brownies that I need to change the price on these because I bumped them down to $2. Homemade lollipops, which we made opening day, and we can just reuse them, which is fun. Cowboy barbecue sauce, so I make cowboy candy and just use the sauce to make the barbecue sauce. It's amazing. My cowboy candy sells really, really well. I usually make big batches of these. And then my goat's milk soaps, so I have these ones, and I also have like kid ones that have little cute stuff on them. So looking at a whole, you can kind of see my little Easter decorations. Oh yeah, and then down here I also have where people can buy Easter decor. So I have little things. People have actually been buying this. I wasn't sure how that stuff would do, but people are actually really liking it. So I can't wait to like make it like summer and 4th of July and things like that. But the farm stand is open, the sign's ready to go, and I'm going to go start delivering sourdough so I can get the stuff kind of restocked in there already. Okay, so I have to tell you guys something funny because I just told you how I've never had a customer before 11. Well, we have a camera, like a Ring camera on towards the farm stand so we can see, because I like to see like when customers are there and things like that without like stalking out my window all the time. And I've already had 2 and it's 10:30, so I'm really excited for today. I'm thinking that I really need to get home and start baking more because I don't feel confident with the amount we have right now. So I am rushing home. I got all 4 deliveries done. I had to go to Walmart to get a couple more ingredients, and now I'm rushing home. We're gonna make more sugar cookies, more sourdoughs, and then I kind of just play it by ear on the other things. Like if I notice that like half of the chocolate chip cookies are gone or something like that, I'll start making them, but I won't until people start buying like those, because those are pretty like there's a good quantity out there right now, and so I don't want to waste food by making food that's not going to be used or bought. Obviously we can only eat so much. Like I feel like I've gained probably 10 pounds since the farm stand because I just eat anything that doesn't get sold, and that's a lot of food for us to have to eat. So I'm gonna hold off on the chocolate chip cookies and the brownies, but the sugar cookies for sure I need. My allergies are bad, that's why I sound like a frog. And then sourdoughs we're definitely gonna need more of, so I can't wait to see what our end of sales are. Right now, this is probably gonna be our best day yet, just by the 4 orders I've already had delivered and the fact that we've already had 2 customers. I am so excited. It's kind of been like slow-ish. It's kind of been like consistent. The other 3 weekends I've made between like 100 to like 150 for like Saturday and Sunday combined. So I'm like, well, $150 times 4, like that's not something to complain about, especially when the only ingredients I'm buying for the sourdoughs are flour and then any inclusions. Obviously I have to buy like chocolate chips and stuff like that, but I'm definitely wasn't mad about the 150. That's why I kept going. But this week I'm not sure how much. I'm already at 40 because of the 4 deliveries, so we will see. Okay, so it is officially Sunday night, like evening. We've been so busy with Easter that I just kind of took the time to spend with my family and did a lot of baking for Easter and cooking. So this is kind of a late update, but yesterday we made a total of $160. in just one day. And then today, I wasn't really sure how today was going to go because it is actually Easter. So I was like, either it's going to be really good or bad. It was like rainy all up until like right now. So we only made about like almost $100. So about $260 for Easter weekend for 2 days, which is the best we've done yet, which is awesome. But now that the weather's getting warmer and I think people are more familiar like seeing it and stuff, I'm hoping that it kind of continues to bring people in, and hopefully everyone that bought something on Easter loves it and comes back following weekends. But that was kind of the total for our farm stand on Easter weekend. So we're so excited. We have a lot going on. I'm going to be posting a life update here next and probably this week, so stay lookout for that because there's a lot happening over here in our world. So hope you guys had an amazing Easter, had a blessed time with your family, and I'll see you guys soon.